What is up, my beautiful people? Okay. Let me do that intro again. Hey there, my little viruses. I hope you guys are cool with me calling you viruses. Like, I renamed my Patreon supporters to viruses a while ago. I have this video coming out, hopefully immediately after this video. And sorry for TVC talks coming out really late, but I think we've kind of established how much of a shit show my life is. So yeah, your new fan name is the viruses, because we're gonna take over the internet, because it just makes sense. I don't want you guys to be called the virtual fans. TVF sounds like IVF. Isn't that the thing where they put water in your body? Nah, I deviate. If you like the name, let me know. Okay, on to this week's topic. I've been thinking about it since the last TVC talks, and the funny thing is, my boyfriend was like, TVC is starting to talk a lot because my segments last for almost 20 minutes. That's insane. And then there's some of you that are actually looking forward to it. So this week's topic is temptation, like drugs, alcohol, maybe even sex, but yeah, just temptation in general. I just want to talk about it because it's something that, let's be honest, this generation, we deal with it a freaking lot. Back in the 50s and 60s, I think the biggest thing people had to worry about was smoking, and that was done so few and far between, I think, in the upper classes, that you can't worry about it. But nowadays you see little kids doing it. It's terrifying. And to the 900 new subscribers, or 1000, who knows, maybe it's increased over the while, this thing is a weekly segment that I do where I just talk in a podcast-ish form. So if you're new and you're wondering what the hell is this, just know that this video won't have any images, anything. You're just gonna have to listen to me talk. Yeah, and also I'm a Muslim. In case you didn't know, because my avatar and the way I talk might mislead you. Yeah, I'm 100% Muslim. You can call me a rebel Muslim if you want, because that's what I've been called in college. But as a Muslim, temptation is the worst thing ever. And a lot of my close friends, I think I have more Christian friends than Muslim friends. Like, my boyfriend is a Muslim, and Dija, you've heard her, I've mentioned her before in some of my videos, is also a Muslim. But I have like 3 friends that are, one is a hardcore Catholic, and she's one of my closest friends in college. So yeah, I don't even know where to start this thing. Let me just try and start from the beginning. With temptation, it mostly comes back to the people you hang around. Like, you can't have all your friends drinking and then you don't drink. And if you actually are able to do that, then wow, you have a lot of like principles. But a lot of people do what their friends do, because it's a saying that we say here in Africa a lot: show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. And temptation is something that you have to have willpower. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any of that nonsense, and I don't believe it's because of my religion, because yeah, it's there and tells you not to do it, but there's no entity that comes and actually slaps a bottle out of my hand or swipes away a cigarette stick from my mouth. No, I can't do it. There's nothing physically stopping me. So yeah, I believe personally it comes down to what your values are and all of that. And I'm not saying if any of you who drink and smoke are bad or anything. I'm just saying, me personally, it's a temptation that I have been able to beat, because I personally don't like doing anything that, I don't want to take alcohol because it scares me. The idea of being intoxicated and not remembering anything that I've done is scary. The idea of smoking, something that can damage your lungs and everything, is scary. So I won't go out of my way to kill myself. But there are some people who know how to do it in moderation, maybe on special occasions, and they live perfectly happy lives. And that's also willpower in their own regards. They didn't let this thing take over their lives. Wow. Is it just me, or does this topic feel really deep? A lot of my audience, thank God, you guys are between the ages of 18 and 35. Well, I have been preaching that this channel isn't really geared towards kids, but for the minimalistic number of you that are kids, well, I can't even say don't do drugs, don't do this, because I'm not your mother. I'm not your parent. Go do what you want. Or the only thing I can tell you is that when you grow up, you will regret it. Like, I have a sister, 7 years older than her. She's now going to turn 15 in June. And when I look at her and I remember how I was when I was 15, and I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? What was I thinking back then? Because when you're 15 or 16, you feel like you're on top of the world. You feel like nothing can touch you. You are the bomb diggity. But now that I'm 21, I realize I wasn't shit. Oh my god. And then the people who you hear had sex at 16, 15, 14. And when you're that age, you be like, oh my god, true love, magic, rainbows. But as 21, I'm like, please, no, you're too young to. There is a reason why the age limit is 18. Because you feel like you're mature. As a girl, you even know you're mature. You're more mature than most of the guys, but you still haven't reached a certain level yet. I don't even know how to explain it. There's so many things. Everybody has their little temptations they fight from. I know some people it's chocolate, some people they fight to lose weight. The other people is alcohol. I think the most predominant thing is alcohol. But as a Muslim, people just look at you and be like, oh, that person is in that religion. They can't do anything. They're locked in a box. There are a lot of Muslims that smoke and drink and have sex and do all that nonsense, and they just don't care. But they will come out and pretend to be the holiest of creatures, and I just hate that. I really freaking hate that, you guys. Just be honest, be you, be 100. Like, I talk the way I talk because that's how I like to talk. People come and tell me, why do you curse? Stop cursing. You're cursing while reviewing a cartoon channel. That's just stupid. I don't care what you think. This life is too short to live by someone else's rule. This life is too short to be tiptoeing around. Go big or go home. I don't even want to touch on the subject of sex because I feel like I am not qualified at all to be preaching about that. But yeah, in terms of alcohol and smoking, like, some people don't even believe smoking is not allowed in Islam. They feel like it's not something that intoxicates you, so you can do it. So that's a little bit of a gray area. And I know a lot of you, I won't be surprised if some of you are atheists, which is just weird to me. I'm sorry, but meeting someone without a religion, that's just so foreign to me. Where I'm from, you're either Muslim or Christian, no middle ground. Even if you have like a traditional religion, people who most of the time have traditional religions are most often than not Christians. Oh wait, why did this thing turn into a topic of religion? Oh boy. See, this is why you script videos, people. I just don't know where I even went for a moment there. Okay, let's try and bring this thing around. Fighting off temptation is one of the hardest things you can actually do. It's really hard because, yeah, I may not want to drink or smoke, but that doesn't mean I haven't been intrigued by it or tempted to do it, because it's like, okay, what does alcohol taste like? Okay, what's it like when you're drunk? Okay, smoking, like, I don't even know if I should tell you this, but as of recent, when my life has gotten really stressed out, I see people smoking cigarettes and they'll be like, oh no, it's the perfect thing to calm you down. It'll help you. It will make you mellow and zen. And I'm like, okay, maybe. But my boyfriend just would not allow. Like, he won't even let me 10 miles near a cigarette. Like, he just doesn't want it. And I get how he feels, because he doesn't want me to do this thing for the wrong reasons. He doesn't want me to get hooked on something based on what someone else tells me. Because a lot of the time people do what they do because of peer pressure, and then they cannot stop doing it because they're already addicted. You have no idea. There was this girl in my college once. She was the sweetest thing when she came in, like her first year, so good and normal, and her parents used to give her a lot of money. And then these like girls who always smoked crack and weed and whatever found out that her parents could give her a lot of money, and they got her addicted to weed and crack. So she that had all the money would be buying it, and then they would be taking it, and it just ruined this girl's life. Now a lot of people say it's the girl's fault that she put herself in that situation, and I'm like, how can you blame her? These people came and ruined her life. She was so sweet and innocent that she wasn't exposed to the world. And then it comes to the argument of, well, did she go to an all-girls boarding school? I think she did, but I also went to an all-girls boarding school during secondary school. But I was a day student. I could go home and come back, but still I was only surrounded by girls, so people are like, what's her excuse when I also grew up in the same environment? When I became free, I could have done any nonsense. And I was like, well, when I became free, all I just did was started dressing differently. No, I don't show my belly button or my legs. I just wear t-shirt and jeans. And apparently that's not good for a Muslim girl. But yeah, fighting temptation is hard. I just hope the girl got out of this. I finished college and she's still just trapped there, not able to move forward or backwards. Just these people have ruined her life, and they've gotten their degrees and moved on with their life. And I'm just like, you scumbags, you guys are going to hell for this. That was evil. Oh my god. But I'm of the belief that you can turn anything around. You can actually change, but there's some people that it's harder to change for them. That doesn't mean I'm not addicted to my own little things. Like, there are some medicines that when I take them, I really like how they taste. So back then, this was a long time ago, I'd buy more of them, and I just like stockpile on them, and I don't even think my mom knew. So when I started college and my friends just saw me with this hoard of, like, it was like a pill that you could chew. Oh, I love it so much. I'm even craving it right now. So my friend, one that was a Catholic, just seized it from me. She was like, you cannot be eating this. This is drug abuse. I'm like, I don't get it. I have ulcer. I have chest. By then I had chest pain. First signs of ulcer before my ulcer actually came in. So I used to take it, telling myself that it was curing the chest pain. So she wouldn't give it to me, and I think I'd go through withdrawal. Like, I straight up wanted this thing so badly, because in a day I could take like 20, and I just told myself, it's from my chest. Like, I think I believed it. I still believe it. And anytime I go home, I'll just ask my mom, hey, do you have that thing? And she'll tell me no. Even my mom knows I'm addicted to it, but she doesn't care. I don't know if my boyfriend cares or not. I don't think he's ever seen me with access to it, because every time I have it, my stupid friend would take it away from me. Oh god, I really want it. I really want it, you guys. And I don't know how. I think I'm so forgetful, or I would have branched by and bought like a lot of it. Oh, why am I talking about it? I really want it. Well, I haven't had it in a long time, so does that really mean, please don't nobody preach to me. Is it drug abuse? I don't think it's drug abuse. What is drug abuse when you think about it? Like I said, we all have our own little addictions. We all have our own things. I remember there was one time I wanted to prank my bae, and I was like, I'm gonna buy weed. He lost his shit when he heard that, and he was like, wait, how can you get access to weed? And I was like, I know a person. He says, no, you don't. But I actually did. My friend knows a girl who could get it. One of the Christian friends. And she's also one that like drinks, but not a lot. So yeah, I have friends who do it, but there's even times where she will offer it to me. Like, okay, do you want a drink? I'm like, no, thank you. Well, being a rebel Muslim is hard, because Khadija is also a Muslim, but they will never give her this thing, because they'll be like, no, she's the perfect Muslim, we cannot soil her. And I'm like, oh, what about me? Like, people literally forget I'm a Muslim. It's so frustrating. It's frustrating not to be stereotyped. Is that what I'm trying to say? What is this video anymore? I hope I'm helping somebody. I hope I'm making sense to somebody. I hope somebody who's like going through something will listen to this and understand that, yeah, what I'm trying to do is not worth it. Because at the end of the day, it's just not worth it. There are so many drinks out there in the world, guys. Alcohol is not the only one. You can do so many other activities to pass the time, and smoking shouldn't be one of them. Again, I'm not touching on sex. That's a whole nother monster. But yeah, personally, I have my own battles. I feel who knows, I can still get tempted into drinking alcohol or smoking, but the battle is still on, and it will never end, I think, till you die, which is morbid, but willpower, yo. So yeah, just be strong, be true to yourself, and don't let anybody like tempt you or change you or try to coax you into doing something you are just not comfortable with doing. Like, if you are not comfortable with doing it, don't do it. Like, even if you're second guessing it for a millisecond, just don't do it, because it's your body, it's you. Whatever you do to it, you have to live with your body for the rest of your life, not that person, not your parents. You have to live with your body, because those people can leave your life or die or move on, but whatever damage they made you inflict on yourself, you have to deal with it. Ooh, TVC getting philosophical. Ooh, TVC getting philosophical up in this shit. I can be deep. I can be deep. Anyway, thanks y'all so much for clicking to watch. I was just rambling for the other 5 minutes, I think, just so this video can be above 15 minutes. I think that's how long I'll be making my TVC talks, because yeah, that's what I want. Thanks y'all so much for clicking to watch. Please don't forget to read my books on Wattpad, support me on Patreon, and follow me on Twitter at officialtvc. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay awesome. This is TVC signing out.